Have you ever encountered individuals whose egos seem to fill the entire room? People who act as though they are superior to everyone around them. If you think arrogance stems solely from wealth or physical appearance, you are gravely mistaken. There are many good-looking folks out there who remain humble, and there are numerous affluent individuals who let their arrogance run rampant like a wildfire. So, what is the genuine secret? The answer is straightforward. Those who embody the principles of Stoicism know how to deflate the arrogant. The truth is, 90% of people lack the self-assurance to confront arrogance head-on, resulting in a desperate desire for validation from others. True Stoics, however, are the antithesis of this mindset. These individuals know precisely how to sidestep the arrogant, and this steadfast refusal to indulge their egos drives the arrogant to utter madness. You see, arrogant people crave attention, and once you cease catering to their need for validation, you immediately distinguish yourself from the masses. However, you must understand the psychology behind correctly disregarding arrogance, and by the end of this video, you will have learned precisely how to apply it yourself. We will explore 12 reasons why Stoics ignore arrogant individuals. Number 1. Never give free attention. When an arrogant person enters a room, they expect a barrage of adulation and admiration, inflating their ego before they've even had a chance to open their mouth. A true Stoic, however, does not freely dispense attention. They might cordially greet an arrogant individual to establish a baseline of civility, but after that, the free attention ceases. The Stoic has now planted the seed of curiosity, but they treat the arrogant person as though they are utterly unremarkable. This will leave the arrogant individual perplexed as to why this particular person does not lavish them with the validation they have come to expect. Think about it. If 90% of people are consistently feeding their ego on a daily basis, why doesn't this other person follow suit? Why are they so special? The arrogant individual will wonder why they are not deemed special enough to receive the validation they believe they deserve. And they will go out of their way to secure that attention because they cannot accept that someone does not see them as superior. Do not misunderstand. I'm not advocating for mind games or petty tactics, for although these might work, they are unproductive. What I'm suggesting is that you should genuinely value your time and attention. A true Stoic has far better things to do than to inflate someone's ego. They leave that task to those who lack self-confidence, while they provide a much-needed reality check that will humble the arrogant. Number 2. Be busy with your purpose. These individuals have their own ambitious goals which they are determined to achieve. When you are so driven by purpose, you don't have time for meaningless flirtations or empty relationships. Instead, Stoics devote their energy to creating a life they can be proud of. They do not sit idly, waiting for luck to find them. Instead, they make things happen through sheer force of will and unwavering ambition. This striving for excellence is incredibly appealing to those who lack such drive. It is something the insecure, who freely give validation to the arrogant, sorely lack. Number 3. Be very bold. Fortune favors the bold. Stoics know that there are great rewards for those who take calculated risks. They are not afraid to approach difficult situations or challenging individuals head-on. Waiting and being passive is for the faint of heart. It doesn't work, and it is the path that will lead you to years of constant frustration and struggle. Listen, being passive is the way of the meek, not the way of the resolute. Stoics take what they want out of life. They don't let life simply happen to them. Before you can even speak of how to disregard arrogance, you need to be able to approach it like a true leader first. Number 4. Know how to be alone. We all know those who are always in a relationship, constantly cycling through failed connections, only to hastily enter into a new one. Why? These individuals are afraid to be alone, and it is pathetic. Stoics are not afraid of being single because they know they are complete without relying on others for validation. The arrogant can sense their confidence and self-assurance, and it attracts them. They will chase the Stoic while being ignored, and the Stoic will only engage with those who possess the highest character and qualities. Number 5. Ignore them if they start fights. Stop rewarding bad behavior. Stoics don't entertain silly arguments and fights. If you feel like someone is finding excuses to pick unreasonable and irrational fights with you, then don't engage. This generally is a sign that they don't respect or value you, and it's time for you to ignore them. By doing so, you give them the wake-up call that makes them understand that they can't have random outbursts without consequences. Refrain from showing them your care and attention until they own up to their mistake, and then explain your side of things. Number 6. Be direct. Stoics are direct and straightforward. For them, it is better to be rejected than to waste time playing games with someone. When an arrogant person plays games with a Stoic, they simply get ignored or ghosted. They will quickly notice that they must be on their best behavior with this individual, as the Stoic knows what they want and will remove toxic people from their life if they waste their time. Most insecure people will waste time being vague and act like a friend. They discuss everything with the arrogant person and use emojis while texting. A Stoic is short and sweet. There is no need to go back and forth beating around the bush. Leave that to the feeble-minded. Number 7. Don't change your plans for them. People are often too quick to cancel all their prior commitments to accommodate meeting someone they find attractive or impressive. While this may sound nice, with nothing inherently wrong in doing so, you also need to show them that you're not desperate for their attention or approval. Stoics don't cancel a single important thing. It is attractive to an arrogant person if someone has a life of their own, and their social life doesn't solely revolve around them. When they understand that your time isn't easily given when they ask for it, they will take it as a sign that they need to work harder to gain your attention. Number 8. Fix your mindset. Stoics know their worth and they know they are valuable individuals. They do not see others as superhuman creatures that are above them because of their mindset. They are completely relaxed when they are around the arrogant. Their nonchalant attitude is extremely attractive to those who crave validation. Most insecure people get nervous around someone they perceive as superior. This happens because they lack the mindset of the Stoic. They often say mindset is everything, and it's true. If you truly believe yourself to be a confident and self-assured individual, you will start to carry yourself that way. If you are strong in all areas of life, it is hard to be impressed by someone else's arrogance. Remember that. Number 9. Lead by example. Stoics do not stoop to the level of those they perceive as arrogant. They lead by example, embodying the virtues of humility, self-control, and equanimity. By responding to arrogance with grace and poise, Stoics demonstrate the stark contrast between their composed demeanor and the erratic behavior of the arrogant. This powerful display of character can, in some cases, serve as a wake-up call, inspiring the arrogant to reevaluate their conduct and strive for personal growth. Number 10. Seek to understand. While arrogance is undoubtedly an undesirable trait, it is crucial to recognize that it often arises from a place of profound vulnerability. Stoics do not pass judgment hastily, but instead seek to understand the root causes of an individual's arrogant behavior. Perhaps they experienced neglect or trauma in their formative years, leading them to develop an inflated sense of self-importance as a coping mechanism. By approaching arrogance with empathy and a willingness to listen, Stoics create an environment where meaningful dialogue can occur, potentially leading to breakthrough moments of self-awareness for the arrogant individual. Number 11. Maintain clear boundaries. However, it is equally important for Stoics to maintain healthy boundaries when dealing with arrogant individuals. While compassion and understanding are virtuous, they should not come at the expense of one's own well-being. Stoics recognize that some individuals may be unwilling or unable to confront their arrogance, and in such cases, it is perfectly acceptable to disengage and limit interaction. Protecting one's mental and emotional space from the toxicity of unchecked arrogance is a form of self-care, not a sign of weakness. Number 12. Cultivate patience. Overcoming arrogance is a journey, and Stoics understand that lasting change rarely occurs overnight. They cultivate patience, recognizing that true personal growth often unfolds gradually through a process of self-reflection and conscious effort. By remaining steadfast in their own principles and consistently modeling humility and self-assurance, Stoics create an environment that can gently nudge the arrogant towards a path of greater self-awareness and personal development. In the end, the Stoic approach to dealing with arrogant people is not about domination or conquest, but about leading by example and creating space for growth and transformation. It is a delicate balance of assertiveness and compassion, firmness and understanding. By embodying these principles, Stoics not only navigate the challenges posed by arrogance, but also pave the way for a more harmonious and enlightened society, where genuine self-confidence replaces the need for superficial validation, and true wisdom supplants the illusion of superiority. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.